welcome to the last part of a Let's Play Cloud Castle. In this part we'll kill the last few bosses and end Cloud Castle 1. Alright, so straight up here when I load the game, these guys seem to have respawned for some reason. But that's alright, because we get a chance to get another heart, I guess. The easiest way to do this is to just circle around them until they kill each other. You don't want to get hit by these people, like I just did just then. Because you need as much life as you can get for the next two screens. Now the whole castle is the most difficult part in this game, and it just gets more difficult as you go on. The next two screens are no exception.
Ah, DinkSmallwood, you took your time, didn't you?
Where's the girl?
Oh yes.
What have you done with her? And what did you do to those people in your prison?
So many questions, and there's only one answer.
Which is?
Die!
Alright, now the easiest way to do this part is to run behind one of these four things that are in the corners. And then just hit him through that. And now the battle goes from pretty much impossible to a piece of cake. Because if you're out there trying to kill him and he does unholy power, it pretty much fucks you up straight away. And you just want to keep hitting him. Sometimes he might get through, and then you just go around the other side. So there you go, he just got through then you just run around the other side, keep hitting him through. And eventually he'll die, as opposed to if you're out in the open and then you'd die. Now, when you're fighting this guy, you think, oh, this is cool, this must be the final boss, this is pretty hard. And don't use your 2 steel skin potions. Do not use them. You need to save them for the last boss or you are boned. You will not win. It's hard enough with the potions on the last boss. So just keep hitting this guy, he'll eventually die. Taking a risk by going out there like that. And he's quite strong actually. And if you think about if you're out in the open trying to take all this health from him, he really does fuck you up. So now we go to the next room. And this is the actual final boss. And the girl basically just talks about how she knew you'd find her. And then Dink's like, how do you know who I am? And she's like, oh, it's a long story. Never mind, we have to find my brother. You're right, we should get going. And that's when these fairies come in, and this is the final boss. Monkey nuts. The crystal we gave you was a homing beacon, so we could get inside the castle. What? Nerox put a real crimp in our plans. He nearly ruined everything. This castle is the focal point of psychic energy. It acts as a beacon for the powers of the mind, and Nerox stole it off us. The fool stole our plans, so you used me to get to him? Of course, Monkey Nuts rule supreme, and you played the perfect dupe. So now they basically just threaten each other, and then the fight begins. And she leaves while you fight them. Now it's time to use your potions. Now, what I've found in this fight is the easiest way is to just stand there, don't worry if they hit you because you got your potions on, and mash the attack button. The only time you should use the hit and retreat method is when he summons a slime. As you can see right here, I'd actually forgotten that I should do that, and I was like, wait a minute, this is too fast. But once you hit the slime, then it'll slow down like that, and then you just hit and retreat, and then when you've got this last fairy to go, you also use hit and retreat, and you're fine. You just got to use that initial start of the battle, just use the potions and mash the attack button on those 2 first fairies, and the rest of the battle becomes quite easy, as you can see. And he goes, you cannot stop us, Dink. We'll destroy you and take what is ours. No. And they all fall from the sky. Dink, Alessa and Fabian all plummet towards the ground. Discover where they land in Cloud Castle 2, Scarab. I think the soundtrack in this game is pretty epic. The choice of midis were awesome. Hey, you lot. What? haven't seen Dink, have you? Not for ages. Why? He's disappeared. And they're all shocked. So? Who cares? Or it seemed like they were shocked. This is Dink Smallwood, guys. The greatest hero of our time. Your point? He's loaded. Let's go and loot his house. Me first, me first. Come on then. So it's a pretty funny cutscene, I have to admit. Dibs on the booze. Well, I get the bed. Why the bed? Speechless. Actually, I don't want to know. I did laugh at this cutscene the first time I saw it, but it's because I've seen it before that I'm not laughing. But I have to admit, it is one of the more hilarious cutscenes in any Dmod. Does this tavern have a barman? Who do they think they are? Just because Dink is really annoying. Vastly rich. With lots of gold. Doesn't mean we can steal all his stuff. And he shouts out after him, "Wait for me." It's pretty funny after he just said all that crap. And now it's time for the credits. And that ends Cloud Castle #1. One of the most epic Dmods in my opinion. Made by Sabertrout and Eric, I should say, because I need to mention him because apparently he did help. And I might play through Cloud Castle 2 at a later time. That'll be a much bigger playthrough and it'll require a lot more motivation to actually get the parts done. So I'll let you watch the rest of the credits and listen to the rest of this epic soundtrack, and I'll see you in my next playthrough. See you later.